Here's how to save money on your Google Ads simply by turning off display and search partner networks. So we'll head over to any one of your campaigns, and then as long as you're in the all campaigns view and you hover over a campaign, you'll see a cog button. So let's click on that cog button and then go into the campaign settings, and then you'll see networks. So inside of networks, it's basically saying, well, by default, we're running on the Google search network. And so that just means your ads are getting found on Google search, which makes sense because you've set this up. Now, what is confusing once you expand this is it says search network and display network. And you're thinking, well, actually, I do want them to show on search network. What's going on? This means something entirely different, and I'll explain. So if we're talking about search partners, right, which is this one here, then this basically extends your current text ads to other search engines other than Google search. So that could be YouTube search, Google Maps, Amazon, could be, ask.com and all this kind of stuff. And so that's not the purpose of you running ads on Google in general. It's basically a way for Google to say, hey, you've got this extra money sitting here. How about we spend that on other platforms to see if you make money? But the issue is most advertisers have tried both these methods and wasted a ton of cash doing so. That's why I recommend turning them off. Display is a different story, and you can have a little bit more control over it. But basically, if you enable this, it means that your ads will show up on other websites and mobile apps that are partnered with Google, right? That's in a nutshell, that's how it kind of works. So these are all automatic wherever you go. Like you might be shown on adult websites or like apps that you had no idea of unless you turn them off in the content suitability section of Google Ads, right? So I'll show you where that is quickly before we move on. But basically, in a nutshell, you don't want these turned on at all, because most of the time I speak with a lot of different advertisers as well, and they say that they've never ever found these successful. They've never found success by turning these on. Okay, so that's just a quick caveat there. So if you do want to exclude things from the display network, all you have to do is head over to tools and then content suitability. So from here, what you want to do is look at these options down below. So excluded sensitive content. So right now, none are selected, but in reality, you probably don't want your ads showing up on adult websites and, apps and things like that. So you'll want to expand upon this and probably turn all of these on, and then click save, so that you're excluding yourself on the display network for any of these kind of topics, right? And the same with we might click save, and then we go back to placements, and then inside of placements, you might find that you don't want to be found on any kind of app under the sun, because people who are on apps or playing games and things like that, most of the time are not going to click on your ad and buy from you. It just never happens, right? So that's might be something that you want to do as well. If you've got any questions, leave them below. More than happy to answer you, and I'll see you in the next video.